Well, hi again, YouTube. I hope everybody's doing well. Well, this video we're doing tonight, we're actually looking at the grinder. And what I've done is I've taken a brisket, then I'm cutting up the flat for ground beef. So then we're looking at using the grinder to cut up the flat. Now this grinder, it's from Amazon. It was about $70. The brand is Keenstar. And I didn't want to go crazy, being I'm just starting. This is is the second cut of meat that I'm working on. So it's the second time I've used the grinder, and it's worked fine for me. I can't complain a bit, but I didn't want to go crazy spending a lot of money not knowing what I was doing or if I was going to continue to do it. Also, I've previously done a review on the set of knives that I'm using. I am very happy with the knives, mainly because they're very inexpensive. It was a cheap set of knives, but they hold an edge really well. They've got some nice weight to them. They're very well balanced, but they are not high end. So for the price, I don't remember how much they were. You need to look at that video. So again, check for the link for the knives, and also put a link for the grinder, and we'll just go through the process of using the grinder and getting this flat cut up for ground beef. For the sake of this video, I've already separated the point from the flat, so today all we're cutting up is the flat. And I'm cutting it into more or less 1-inch chunks. The throat on the grinder thing is about 1 inch, so just you need to be able to get it down the throat of the grinder. As I said in the introduction, this is a Keenstar grinder. The motor unit, it's really not very big. It only weighs about 2 pounds. It comes with a sausage extrusion tube. And then there's another extruder, and I don't know what the stuff is called for. I think it's for goat or sheep, and it's something I've never heard of. So anyway, but it includes that extruder as well. And the chute thing, there's a locking pin. You just push down the button on top of the motor, and then the chute will twist on. Mine got a little bit of chrome in the little slot on top that the pin goes into, so I needed to make a little adjustment there. The auger has kind of a square end on it that locks into the motor, and then the blade, the cutting edge of it faces out, and again it's keyed to the end of the auger. And then you've got the option of 3 different extrusion sizes for your grind, so you can choose the size of how big you want the grind on your meat. And that's keyed in the 2 sides, and then the locking nut holds that in place on front. Then you simply set your tray on top, and you've got your little push stick to keep your fingers out of the grind. Now there's only one little thing that I had an issue with, and that's because it's a small motor, it's not very tall, so you need a small bowl underneath, or you need something to raise it up. So this is the actual time it takes to grind roughly 5 pounds of meat. I didn't edit the time at all, so you know exactly what it took. And also, just an FYI, the flat I had was very lean, so I had to add fat to it. So for 5 pounds of lean meat, you're going to add about 1 pound of fat to get you to an 80-20 mix. The rest of this video is just running through the grind so you know timing-wise how long it takes to grind 5 pounds. It'll also show you roughly how much ground beef you get from 5 pounds. And don't forget that I still needed to add another pound of fat, so you'll end up with a little more volume than that. So I ground the fat separately and then mixed it all together and then ran it through the grinder one more time. As always, I hope this is good information that's helpful to you. I hope you'll like and subscribe, and don't forget to check for the links down below. Thank you very much, YouTube, and make sure to check for other videos that we have. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
happened is that he wants this person to kill people. Wow.
Honestly can't believe that this could be happening. Like, why my son? Like, why?
This person just wants death, mayhem,